Death Battle. I am the handsome King Nerdy Bear. We're going to be watching a death battle between Yoda versus King Mickey. Star Wars versus Kingdom Hearts. Let's go ahead and see who will win this pint-sized battle.
Yoda, the legendary Jedi Master of Star Wars fame.
And King Mickey, His Highness of Disney Castle from Kingdom Hearts.
These two have proven time and time again that size matters not.
But
Like the beginning music here.
These tiny titans can swing their way to victory in a one-on-one duel. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
A long time ago in a
galaxy far, far away.
A Jedi there was. Master he is. Yoda his name.
You're not
Yoda
gonna keep
Man.
doing that, are you?
Tell me what to do. You cannot.
Okay, the mysterious Grand Master Yoda devoted his life to the ways of the Force and to leading the Jedi Order, a group of noble peacekeepers. They took it upon themselves to maintain a state of tranquility.
War does not make one great.
Don't be fooled by all that talk of peace, though. They're like superhuman samurai. Jedi consistently take on hordes of baddies by themselves, and they've been doing it for centuries, way before the start of the Galactic Republic.
At which point, the Jedi became much more entangled in, let's just say, government affairs.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
That's what the
pretty
Space
much.
Wizards were missing. Politics.
The Jedi Council began weighing in on various matters to both protect democracy and avoid violent conflicts.
Except they kinda screwed the porg on that front. The Clone Wars wasn't just a fantastic series by George Lucas and Dave Filoni. It was also an awesome miniseries by Genndy Tartakovsky.
And it
I love
was
that
a horrific
miniseries
war
there.
that wiped out the Jedi, erased the Republic, and saw the rise of the Empire.
Sure, that too. Spoilers, man.
As the Jedi Grand Master, Yoda led the Grand Army of the Republic.
2 foot
Military
2
force
inches.
almost entirely comprised
Did
of
not know.
clones, aka disposable people.
Man, that gets really messed up if you think about it too long. So I won't.
In particular, the
His
speech pattern he has.
appearance, Yoda could absolutely
Good
hold his
one.
own in combat. In fact, he's considered one of the most powerful Jedi of his era.
He's trained all the greats like Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and even Liam Neeson. Where do you think he got that particular set of skills from?
All of Yoda's 900 years of experience certainly
I
came
will
in
find
handy,
you.
like when he battled Count Dooku and Darth Sidious, two of the most powerful Sith Lords ever known.
Both Jedi and Sith usually come with the standard issue lightsaber, a badass weapon for a more badass age. They're pretty versatile too, with 7 different forms of combat styles. And don't think Yoda's gonna miss out on all that laser sword swinging. He's mastered all 7 styles, even though he's only 2 feet high. Hell, most lightsabers are taller than he is.
Which is why he
Yeah.
specializes in the 4th form, Ataru. This style focuses on utilizing the Force to increase a Jedi's capabilities, allowing them to attack at blurring speeds with incredible precision.
Basically, he can flip-flop around like a ninja frog.
Acrobatic
Wait,
swordsman.
is he actually Kermit?
Basically.
This does still mean Yoda has a sort of handicap in physical combat, as his stature requires him to use the Force far more than most opponents just to keep up. While the Force is beyond the body and seemingly infinite, too much effort all at once can put a strain
Oh,
on
there's a
person
Baby Yoda.
and even kill them. However,
I'm wearing the Baby Yoda
is
shirt.
truly a master of the Force, potentially more so than any other Jedi. He has moved starships with his mind and lifted hundreds of droids at once.
He can also use mind tricks, illusions, and a technique called 2 to minus. That's when Jedi block or catch and redirect energy, like lightning, blaster bolts, or
Oh,
even
yeah.
other lightsabers.
It's safe to say that Yoda greatly prefers using the Force in combat over his Jedi weapon.
Wiz, if I ever get one of those laser swords and toss it away, you totally have permission to
Oh,
kill
Legos.
Interesting. Dummy, just let me see your hand.
my hand. Ow.
And place your finger there.
No? Geez, Marshall would never make me do something like this.
Marshall? Who's Marshall?
Huh? Oh, the DBX Ringmaster guy. That's his real name. We were roommates in college. He's helping me track down my dad because he's my best bud.
Oh,
Right.
Bud, huh?
What the hell was that?
I won't be the only one.
Wait, what just happened?
Anyway, the Force is capable of much more than a lightsaber. Kip Duron, a Jedi whose potential has been compared to Yoda, utilized it to move a gravity well-generated void. basically a black hole created by a ship. To strike the right balance of pressure in order to move a singularity, theoretically you would need to exert an energy output equivalent to almost 14 petatons of TNT.
Petatons. That's a
They
mouthful.
have block blaster bolts, of course, but they can also keep up with droid tri-fighters and Magna Guards, which both are clearly stated to have near light speed reflexes. Holy crap, who's building these things?
Furthermore, Jedi can use the Force to glimpse into the distant future through meditation. They can even allow the Force
Precognition.
to guide their movements and predict danger in advance.
I think.
Needless to say, all of these incredible feats would be impossible without the Force.
But with powers like that and a dash of political meddling, it was only a matter of time before these peacekeepers became soldiers. Even generals.
In a surprising move, Yoda actually chose to engage the rising separatist threat with an army of his own, personally kicking off the Clone Wars himself.
Too bad it was, as the fishman says, a
It's a
trap.
trap.
The war took a sour turn, and the demise of the Jedi became all but assured. By the time they put the pieces together, it was too late. The Order fell into darkness.
More like brutally murdered into darkness. And you know, it's
Yep.
kind of their fault in a way. They were so
Pretty
good
much.
into talking about peace, but at the same time, they're like really, really good at killing people.
Why do peacekeepers need to be so specifically trained in murder? So uncivilized.
Well, you know yourself, if you had a lightsaber, you'd want to use it as much as you could too.
Though the Jedi Order under Yoda did seem somewhat hypocritical, he would come to realize his follies, like the Council's sanctimonious excuses for betraying students like Ahsoka when they were needed most.
They
Yeah.
went down our sweet Padawan rat tail, you assholes! But yeah, he finally figured out wars not make one great, especially if you're a tiny green muppet.
Haunted by his mistakes and perturbed by the violence
Tiny
he helped
green
bring upon the
Muppet.
galaxy, Yoda went into self-imposed exile. He even gave up his lightsaber, and finally, he would train one last apprentice.
Oh,
Luke
so that explains
Skywalker.
why in Empire Strikes Back you don't see him with a
Finally
lightsaber.
becoming one with the Force.
I thought that was for
He
budget
gained immortality
reasons.
as a spooky blue spirit, just like Obi-Wan and Liam Neeson.
And Luke, he went on to reverse many of the mistakes of Jedi's past, ending the Empire, redeeming his father, bringing balance to the Force, and inspiring a new, different generation. In the end,
Let's not
Yoda's
speak of the
greatest lesson
sequels
all
here,
was that
please.
oftentimes failure is our
Unspeakable!
greatest teacher.
I don't believe it.
That is
That's why you failed.
Mickey Mouse, Disney's
Mickey
OG
Mouse.
OC. You know him as a cute corporate mascot that hangs out with other cute animals and lives a pretty normal domestic life. But did you know he's also an insanely powerful warrior mage that fights darkness to save
Warrior
the Disney
mage,
universe
okay.
alongside a young boy and his good old
Good way to
fucking
put it.
dog buddies. Not
And
that dog,
Fantasia.
Ah, yes, welcome
Kinda
to the
validates
world
that.
of Kingdom Hearts, a collection of worlds where Kingdom Hearts is the heart of the worlds and the source of ultimate wisdom and power across all kingdoms and worlds.
You know, my favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts is how straightforward it is.
My favorite part is how it's ruled by that 92-year-old mouse wizard.
Here he isn't just Mickey.
The
He's
92-year-old
King Mickey,
mouse
the
wizard.
ruler of Disney Castle and the leader of the Guardians of Light, a group of Keyblade
He
wielders
is
who
2
combat
foot 3
darkness.
inches.
King Mickey and the other guardians, like Sora, remember him, protect the worlds using magic and powerful weapons known as Keyblades.
Those things are the real deal. They can perform a whole bunch of spells, deflect lasers, and even unlock almost anything. Get it? Because they're keys. Mickey swung a lot of keys around, but his current and best is his star cluster.
The king underwent rigorous training as an apprentice to the great sorcerer Yen Sid. After some incidents involving a few too many brooms, he eventually became a sorcerer and Keyblade master himself.
Keyblades are
What do you
basically
mean?
like wands that can channel the user's magic for spells like Pearl, Mind Shield, and Faith Volley, which are all based on light energy magic.
He can also heal himself and others with Curaga and Healing Light, and that's honestly still just the tip of the iceberg.
With the Stopsa spell, he can freeze time for the length of an
Stopsa.
entire battle. Damn!
Then there's Mickey's most powerful
That sounds
and
cool.
most legendary
Stop
spell,
the-
Ultima, which is basically a massive, devastating release of all of Mickey's light magic at once.
The only downside is these spells do require a lot of magic energy to use, which is also limited to Mickey's own energy. Also, he does need the Keyblade to channel it. There's not much the mouse can do without his Keyblade, except
Oh.
for be a cute and cuddly mascot.
So his
Well,
strength
even if
is
he
his
does
Achilles
use it,
heel.
Mickey can immediately summon the Keyblade.
I think I
into
know
his
how
hand.
this fight's gonna go.
Let me try.
Boomstick, if you really want another beer, just go get one. That worked.
No. It was just me.
Well, Keyblades
Well, that's
can also
convenient.
be used to lock worlds and doors in order to keep out Heartless, which are corrupted beings split from the darkness of a person's heart with a desire to consume.
Wait a second, Wiz. Pluto is a dog, but so is Goofy. But Goofy gets to walk around and fight with Sora and Donald, and Pluto just eats and sleeps like a normal dog. This must mean that Pluto is Goofy's Heartless.
Do you have a concussion?
Oh, always. On top of all of his advanced magic, Mickey's mega tough. When Heartless stack up, they can form a huge mass and take the shape of a giant twister called a Demon Tower. And Mickey's tanked a
Demon
couple
Tower.
beatings from him.
He's also survived this huge explosion from when the Keyblade was destroyed.
Yeah, he means the X-Blade. It's just pronounced like Keyblade, even though it's just one Keyblade. The series is so confusing.
Most Keyblades are capable of equally incredible feats. Sora could slice through several buildings with his Keyblade, and Mickey's rescued him on more than one occasion. Which makes sense, he's the leader after all, and can match any of them in power.
But Sora's no joke. He went up against
He's got the
Hercules,
power.
a demigod that launched a 1,600-ton rock titan into space. But that's nothing compared to his dad, Zeus. That guy can move stars, and not even he can compete with the foes that Mickey's tangling with.
The Guardians
Really?
and their Keyblades are immensely strong, but they also have great speed to match. Roxas's heart was able to move far above the speed of light in order to travel across galaxies, from the Radiant Garden back to the Keyblade Graveyard in a matter of seconds.
What?
And like any great ruler, Mickey's also remained a constant pillar of hope for all, even during some of the darkest times.
And with the help of his friends, the king was able to bring the darkness to an end and stop Xehanort, a king
Donald Duck,
master
I just saw.
hell-bent on getting the power of Kingdom
Quack
Hearts.
attack.
While Sora battled Xehanort, Mickey and the rest of the Guardians finally closed Kingdom Hearts for good, preventing the power from falling into the wrong hands.
That mouse had it all figured out. The real key to saving the world is your friends. If each one of them also has a super powerful magic sword, that's also a key.
Despite his long journey, King Mickey never wavered.
Well, isn't that
the way with
the
his
key?
optimism, perseverance, and most important of all, the light inside.
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good. Don't worry. There will always be a door to the light.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the
Combatants
day through
are
all
set?
possibilities.
So, I mean, I would probably favor Yoda only because of his battle experience. And he doesn't just rely on the lightsaber, he relies on the knowledge of the Force and just his past battle experience using the Force and lightsaber combat. So I would probably favor him in this battle. I mean, Mickey Mouse, he looks very formal too. He'll give Yoda a run for his money, but I'm still going to go with Yoda. So let's see who wins. Team Yoda. Yeah.
Death battle!
Death battle! That's a cool platform.
Difficult to find, you are. A king, you must be.
And to challenge me, you must be a master.
What's the graphics in this?
A wealth of power I sense in you.
If you say so.
If you say so.
My first duel, this is not.
You could have fooled me.
Ow. That was a bit careless.
Proof you are that size matters not.
Back at you, pal.
Hey, back at you, pal. Ow. Looks like that hurts. Oh. Just beating him with a stick. Oh, here comes the power up.
Path to victory. This is not. The Force I must trust.
All right. Here comes the Force. Oh, nice move.
You sure are strong, but it's time to end this tussle!
Oh, that's cool. Ooh.
Surrender, you should. The power of the Force you have not.
I can try! All I need is the light!
The lights?
Do or do not. There is no try.
There is no try. Oh!
What a shame.
Worry, do not. One with the Force, I am.
Laugh it up, fuzzball!
Oh, wow. Okay. Winner
That little
is
green
Mickey
rascal,
Mouse.
a troll to the bitter end. I love
Let's
it.
hear the
The
evidence.
Grand Master Yoda was one of the most powerful Jedi of all time, but the Force was ultimately no match for the light.
Yoda's gotta be one of the best sword fighters Mickey's ever faced, and definitely gave him a run for his money.
While Jedi have battled foes with near light speed reactions, a Keyblade Guardian like Mickey could move several times faster. In order for Roxas to travel across at least 4 star systems, he'd need to be moving almost 170 million times faster than light.
They've also rubbed shoulders with guys like Hercules and Zeus, who moved whole stars. There are hundreds of celestial bodies there. The energy needed to move that many is way more than what would be needed to move a black hole.
And while Yoda doesn't have much of an
Oh.
obvious weakness himself, the problem is neither does King Mickey. At least nothing that Yoda could really take advantage of.
Even if Yoda could figure out that King Mickey had a limited amount of magic energy to cast spells with, there wasn't much Yoda could do before it would start to replenish.
And the Force isn't exactly limitless either. Too much strain has been proven to put a lot of stress on the body and
Yeah.
even kill some Jedi in the past. These two were certainly a match for each other in many ways, but the King's superior speed, power, and magic meant he
So they
had the
based this
last
more off
laugh.
of firepower.
Well, sort of.
Sorry,
Oh.
Yoda, but MICKEYMOU are dead.
The winner is King Mickey.
King Mickey.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music linked in the description.
Next time. Oh, really? All right, the girl from Kill la Kill. I look forward to that next video then. Gotta put myself on reminder on that. Well, if you enjoyed this reaction, commentary of the Death Battle, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. I am your handsome King Nerdy Bear. There can only be one. Until next time, same Handsome King channel, same Nerdy Bear reactions.